All right, here is the walk-around video of the Toyota Century. We'll start here in the front. Just your standard paint chips on the bumper, like what you'd expect. Here as well, but from 3-4 feet away, it looks beautiful. Here's a tiny little paint chip on the hood there, and there as well. The paint's in very good condition. Let's see as we go through here. Wheels are not curbed. Let's see, it's a tiniest bit of, maybe it could be fixed with like paint correction. There's some clear coat there, but on the sides, looks beautiful. A little bit of paint touch up needed there. Let's see the window really quick. No cracks, no weird stuff. Tiny little paint blemish there. The roof looks really good, just some minor little scratches here and there. This looks like just compound there. The tiniest bit of clear coat here. Really tiny. Okay, let's go back to the door. Handle has some scratches on it. There we go. Same with this one, but not as bad. This wheel looks beautiful. The tiniest little scratch right there. A little bit of paint-ish right here. Oh, that's just compound. Never mind. The tiniest little bit of rust below right there. A little spider crack here on the bumper. Key scratches here for going in the trunk. The trunk got heavier with this wing, I believe, and so, oh, here's a little bit more spider crack. Sometimes it pops open right away, sometimes it just sits there, so I'll go through that. But worst case scenario, you just gotta put your key in and pull it up. Still functions as it should. There's a tiny outward facing dent right here. Kind of hard to pick up the camera, look at the wheel on the car. Just the tiniest dent there. Little paint issue here. Very small little rust there. Let's see the roof on this side. Looks really good. This is just light etching on the top of the paint. The tiniest little dent or ding right here. You can see in the light there, right there. No issues on the window. Let's go down to the body itself now. The wheel looks beautiful. Some slight light scratches there. I'll try to go nice and slow and pan this for you guys so you could slow down the video. Some scratches there. Just standard scratches, I guess you would say. A little bit of paint rubbing there, might be from the door when it's fully open. The kit does add some width. A lot of the stuff that you're seeing, that you might be seeing on camera, this is just dust. Or it might be compound. There's some clear coat spotting there. I think that would come out with a buff and cut. Here, same with the other mirror. Some clear coat. And then this wheel here. Overall, the exterior is in really good shape, especially for its age, 30, well, 27. Something like that. I can't remember, 28 years old, almost 29, something like that, somewhere around there. But anyways, I'll do the interior, then we'll do a cold start, and go do driving video and underbody video. Okay, here is the interior. It looks dirty, but I think it's just faded. The This is just like a little bit of pine needle from getting in and out of the car. But I mean, the dash is beautiful. Not a single crack. The stereo doesn't work, I know that. I think if you replace it with a double din, or you get a single din and replace this section, they probably have people now that fix these. I know these stereos go out a lot. See your seat controls here, air ride control. A little dirty in there, but a little storage. Door cards look beautiful, just the tiniest little tear there. That needs to be cleaned. Curtains do work. There's a track for the curtains. Door card over here looks beautiful as well. The rugs look like they're very good for their age. This has the, let's see, the recorder here, I believe. Recorder. And then what is this? Oh yeah, maybe this is the recorder. Let's put that back together. This, I'm not sure what it is, but it says Century on it, which is cool. All your seat controls here. And then the TV. It does play VHS. The curtains in the back do work flawlessly. And you got the mirrors here, which are beautiful. They're on both sides. Let's look at the trunk, like I mentioned in the first video. Trunk's right here. Yeah, no problems. There's the air ride setup. He said that one bag is leaking the smallest amount on the back right here, but he airs it out overnight, and it takes, I think he said like 2 to 3 minutes to fill up the tank in the morning, so it's not bad at all. But next we'll cut to the driving video. Actually, one more side. I'll do this side for the interior. Got distracted. This seat does fold down so your feet go through. Store card's in very good shape as well. I believe these doors are soft close. Might be on the back one. I think maybe I'm mistaken, but I think they're soft close. I wonder if it's just after it's been started or after it's been driven. So we'll test that out later, but beautiful condition. Let's do the cold start. All right, here's the engine bay. Always such a pretty engine bay, but this one has all the plastics there. It looks like it's literally brand new. Even the cowling up here looks very, very good. The cold starts, I always touch the exhaust manifold. You could hear my fingers on it, you can't see, but it's not hot. So let's do a true cold start. Sounds beautiful. Try to get the picture of the temperatures at the bottom there off to the right, and 175,908 kilometers. You can convert that to miles. This is straight pipe through, but it sounds very, very good. Let me try to get the mic closer. Sounds beautiful inside here. So this is a cold start, so this thing will idle down and be even more tame. But for being straight piped, it sounds beautiful. Go back to the engine up here. No weird noises, no weird ticking or knocking. I had the mic a little bit further from my face back there, so I do apologize if you can't quite pick up what I was saying. but I was saying that the exhaust sounds beautiful in here. This is straight piped, and this is on the cold start, so I'll cut back to this idling normal operating temperatures. Here's the car idling without the cold start. This is what it's going to sound like. It's so beautiful. This V12 is one of the best sounding V12s I've ever heard. So this is, the air ride is set at its normal ride height. And there's a high ride height setting as well, which I'll show you. So this is basically what it'll look like going down the street. I'll show you this side over here. Just a beautiful driving position. Okay, this right bag was the tiny leak that it was detecting, but we'll watch this during the drive and see if it goes down. But the owner says that it's like an overnight thing that it leaks out. So for the ride height high, just double tap here, set preset high, and I'll show you that. So the front looks like it raised it up maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch, but the back end got higher. And you could go even higher than this, which I'll show you. Now let's bring the bags up. All right. I think that's about as high as it goes. Oh, there goes some more. I gotta hold it down. Cool, let's go check that out. So if you're going over speed bumps, get like another 1/2 inch there. And the back end gets noticeably higher. For transportation, I do have companies that have enclosed transportation, so we could find someone that has race ramps, and this would be a lot easier to load and unload. So transportation is not a concern of mine, but that is where the max height will be, right here. I have a pretty big fist. I have a pretty big hand as well, so yeah. So let's move on to the driving video. Okay, here we are. It's got nice LED accents all over. This is on max cold, and it is really, really cold. So AC is working good. This is all in Japanese, so I'm not sure what where the auto set or where they match. I forgot what it's called. Where the temperatures match. But this is at 28.5 degrees Celsius. I could go higher, but I can already feel the heat coming out. So we'll start the driving video. Okay, so we're starting the drive at 122, 121. You could read. You could see. These are the set temperatures for the preset high, which I don't really like driving at the lower setting, so I'll drive at the high setting, and I'll record the video here once we get onto the highway. Okay, here we are, about to get onto the highway here. It's such a smooth driving car. So I'll get on it here. Very smooth. So 130 kilometers an hour, and testing the brakes. The brakes are solid. Very comfy cruising. I had it in 3, not drive. So it's even comfier now. Went into its overdrive gear, and we're cruising at about 55 miles an hour. I'll do another acceleration video here. The brakes have the slightest warp, not much at all. I just want to point that out. So here's from 60. And brakes, it's just the tiniest bit of, I would say, they're not warped at all. I don't know, maybe it's just a big car thing. I'm just not used to it, but it's very comfy to drive. The exhaust, as loud as it is on the cold start and as good as it sounds, you can't really hear it too much in here. So it's very, very good. I guess you could take a cruise in this thing. You could take a long drive and be very pleased by the time you get to your destination. All right, we just got off the highway, so I'm going to do a highway entrance. It'll be from first gear, so you could go through that again. It's a long on-ramp, so it gives us plenty of room to accelerate. Oh my gosh, yeah, got up to highway speeds really quick. Okay, yeah, this thing is, it's so smooth, it's crazy. You don't even realize how fast you're going. This thing's very, very nice to drive. All right, so here we are. We're on the country roads here. It gets very, very bumpy, so we'll test out the air ride suspension and see if there's any issues. That's first big bump there, very comfy. No rubbing whatsoever. Here comes some bigger ones. Oh yeah, super comfy. Yeah, no problem. This is a very comfy car. The only weird thing I noticed is that this Toyota Century is their seats. The base of the seat moves with you. It reminds me of like a semi-truck driver's seat. It's like on an air. I'm not sure how this operates, but it feels like it's kind of like a small spring or an air setup in some way. But anyways, we're cruising up this hill, and I'm like maybe an eighth of a throttle, and it's got torque, so much torque. No need to downshift or anything. Runs, drives great. It's not overheating, as you can see over in the corner. I'll walk around once we get back, and then show you the underbody. Okay, we are back, and the temperatures. The air did not. I mean, just one psi here. Everything else is within 1 psi all the way around. From what I remember, I'll have to look back and see, but the bags are just great. I think it's just an overnight thing. The tiniest little leak. And I didn't touch this at all during the drive. I just had it down here, relaxing and chilling. So nothing to be concerned about. All right, we'll start with the rear for the underbody. Let's see, all the way to the rear diff, kind of. We'll try from this side here. You can see the suspension there. Let me try to zoom in. Yep, suspension, everything looks good, no rust. Very good shape, very clean. All right, here is the left side. Everything is beautiful on this thing. Here is the front. Looks beautiful just as well. Looks like there's a slight, tiny leak, maybe. I'll have to look down from the top of the engine bay. But no rust. There's the suspension. Let's see if we can look up here. looking good. And this is the right side. Looks great. So, looking down on top of the engine bay, can't see any obvious signs of any leaks. Same with this side. Maybe slight moisture on the power steering. That's to be expected. To be expected on an older car. But yeah, very, very good condition, no rust. Beautiful car.